Hello my loves, and welcome back to BehatiLife YouTube channel. If you're meeting for the first time, welcome, and for those of you that are old friends and family, welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be diving into what it is that is impending, allowing the angels and the guides, the universe, our ancestors to speak to us directly and let us know what it is that we can expect, what is it to come in the near future. Now, at the time of me filming and recording this message, downloading, channeling, it is the 1st of March. So if you would like to apply this to the month of March, then by all means, do it to it. However, if you felt called and guided to this reading from the future present, which is what I'm going to call it, then you have tuned in at the right time. Essentially, what I'm saying is that these readings are timeless. Before we go any further into each of the different card pulls and different messages that you can choose from, I do want to say that all of the cards that I'm shuffling from will be linked down below in the description box and in my Amazon storefront. So you can go ahead and treat yourself to something special if that's what you feel called to do. Speaking of treating yourself to something special, a lot of my channeled messages can be also found in addition to my membership that is very similar to Patreon. It's called Behati Love Notes. I'm shuffling and pulling for the collective there, that small collective there, as well as pulling the charts and diving into astrology and horoscope readings for them every single day, except Sundays, okay? Although sometimes they do get readings on Sundays. So go ahead, get cozy, get comfy, and let's go ahead and dive right in. Pile number 1, message number 2, message number 3. All right, my loves, if you chose message number 1, this is what is to come for you in the month of March or this new season in your life. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and live shuffle as I've promised. Let's go ahead and see what's up. Angels and guides from the highest lights of the universe, we thank you so much for the time that we have here together. What is it that is coming for them? That sounds weird. What is it that they can expect in the near future? I'm also getting the number 555 for you guys. 515, 565, and 575. Interesting. And 595. Okay, first card we have, ooh, the Lovers. Second card we have is 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups reversed, Queen of Pentacles upright, and the Ace of Swords upright. The Lovers, 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles. Please clarify the Ace of Swords for me, please. This card for sure. Ace of Pentacles. Please clarify the Queen of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Please clarify the 9 of Cups. Reverse, 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. Please clarify the 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles reversed. And please clarify the Lovers. Queen of Wands reversed. Interesting. Ooh, we have a blue jay. You can see his little feet. Good for him. He's so cute. Okay, let's go ahead and dive back in. So first things first, what I'm really getting has a lot to do, what's coming for you is, or what is manifesting for you is, to me, it's giving financial freedom, financial abundance, security, investments that are beginning to pay off. For someone here, you're about to get like a payback or something that is like due to you, that's owed to you. This is, the word that's kind of coming through is like justice, but I don't see it as a negative thing or something that would feel detrimental to you. It feels like it's paying off because something is winning in your favor. For someone here, it feels like you've been like, maybe it's interesting that the justice word is coming through. The word justice is coming through because although it's not here, I feel like it's like someone who's been patient, someone who is kind, someone who is always showing up and giving the best of themselves for the most part, and they wait for the tide to turn in their favor, and it feels like everyone else is winning in this area of their life or these chapters in their life. Like they have multiple good chapters in their life and you may feel like stepped over. If that's not the case, it's almost like something that you've been waiting on, that you've been waiting for, finally manifests, finally reveals itself and begins to grow and like grow in motion. Like meaning, like, let's say you're waiting for a payout and there's delays that were not your fault. It was because human resources or whatever had an issue with their software. Then they had a mass layoff, and then they had then there was an issue with the address. Someone who was putting in your address put in the wrong number, and the check was sent to the wrong like location. Those were all things that were not outside of your control, but impacted you and put you in a place where you're like, dang, like I'm trying to be patient, I'm trying to be kind, I'm trying to be considerate, but like also like this is impacting my ability to like put food on the table, you know? For someone here, it's tracking you down, meaning like it's catching up in a good way. It's funny because I normally feel a very strong like spiritual message. Like I feel like a very strong push from the spiritual realms. But for you guys, I actually get very practical, grounded, concrete, like a sense of normalcy where it's almost very much like, okay, I'm just waiting for my check. Like just confirm that this is something that's coming for me. So I'm not getting any additional intuitive messages, which is really awesome. It's quiet for you on the spiritual realms. I do want to say for those of you guys that are in relationships or looking for love, there's been a lot of this lately. It's almost like when things start warming up, people start moving and getting more involved and mixing and mingling a little bit more. I actually feel like you skipping over something, like not showing up for an event or not showing up to something that you normally say yes to, is actually how you find your partner or pays off really well for your relationship. Meaning like instead of you saying yes to this invitation to go hang out with your girls and you always hang out with them all the time, you decide, you know what, tonight I'm going to stay at home, and then your partner comes home early from work, and then you guys end up going for a walk, and then that walk turns into gelato, and then that gelato turns into watching the sunset, and then you guys come home, and then you just feel so bonded. It's almost like, I don't want to say justice again, but it's almost like these turn of events of karma that you can't necessarily control or predict, but it ends up paying off in your favor very, very well. It makes your relationship and like more relaxed, more at ease. Even if you guys are thriving already, it's like life is good, and then you soak yourself into a warm bath, and then you relax even more. You're just like, like, can it get any better than this? There is a really strong sense of gratitude and appreciation that I'm sensing as I'm looking at these cards. Again, this isn't spiritual. Like, it's so interesting, the lack of spiritual message. And I honestly feel like the reason why I'm not getting a full spiritual download for you guys and I'm not aggressively channeling for you guys is because I feel like you are on good footing and you've already done that for yourself. The place that you're in your life right now is a result of someone who is in alignment and enjoying it and savoring it and soaking it all up. If you can't relate to this message yet, because I do have the Nine of Wands here reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. If you can't relate to this right now, you're about to. Remember, this reading is what is to come, what's going to happen, what's coming down the pipeline. And this is what I see in the near future for you. Now, for those of you guys that panic over tarot cards being reversed, don't. I teach that a lot. If you still have that mindset, I highly suggest that you check out my Sacred Circle Tarot School, where I teach the tarot and how a reverse card is not necessarily good or bad, just like how an upright card isn't necessarily good or bad is what it is. But for those of you guys that are like, Jess, why are these cards so reversed? Queen of Wands reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands reversed, and Ace of Pentacles reversed. Why? The reason why I feel this is I feel like for many of you guys, whatever it was that you were doing, like how you were living your life, it either was exhausting you, but not to the point where you felt a drought in your life or depression. It's just kind of like, come on, like someone looking at their clock. Come on, when's the bus gonna come? You know, when is this gonna happen? So it's almost like someone kind of losing patience with the situation that should have arrived. Like, you know, again, it feels like it's outside of your control, and is someone here, it's like you're waiting for a paycheck, or you're waiting for a payment that will allow you to afford something else that you've been saving up on, and you're just like, come on, like when is this going to happen? So that's really interesting. Either way, it's coming through. Either way, it just feels like all things, it's really giving Wheel of Fortune Justice card. Like sometimes events are outside of our control, but this is going to pan out in your favor, big time. I do want to say, because I was asking in my head just now, Spirit, I just covered wealth, resources, security, and relationships. Is there anything else? And they showed me a garden. So for someone here, I really think like this is an actual physical garden. Like the intuitive image that I get is it's not necessarily a metaphorical garden. I see this as an actual garden. If you are someone who has planted seeds and you're waiting for them to pop up, or you're working on your garden, or you're planning things out like landscaping of some sort, it's just going to start making sense. It's going to start like, you're going to start I'm almost seeing fostering growth. And I just see things, something that's growing here kind of, it reminds me of like pumpkins. Like when I grow pumpkins in my backyard, I don't get just one pumpkin. I get like a whole trail of pumpkins. It always surprises me how many pumpkins came from one pumpkin seed. It's absolutely incredible. But I see this here too with you guys, where I'm just like, you planted some seeds for some pumpkins, and they just, in time, you'd be surprised where they grow and where they take off. So I definitely see that. I also feel this is so interesting, but someone is looking at something as a weed, and the weed itself is actually medicine. The image that they're giving me is chamomile. How invasive sometimes chamomile can be, but at the end of the day, people use it to calm their skin. Well, depends, because chamomile sometimes irritates me. Calm their energy, calm their mind. There's just so many different ways to work with the magic of chamomile, but you wouldn't know that if you judged it and looked at it as if it was a weed. So let's go ahead and look at this last card here that we have for you guys. Ooh, perfectionism. Interesting. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfection. See, this is so interesting that this is coming up, because do you remember how I said it just feels like something made a mistake, and that mistake, quote unquote mistake, kind of might have created a misstep or something, or a delay in some case. To me, it's almost like the fact that something wasn't perfect, like in our minds, is how things actually ended up becoming perfect. And I mean, like divinely perfect. Like things work out in your best interest because it didn't go according to plan. Somehow you get more. Somehow you gain more. Somehow you get a better crop. Somehow you get a better stock, because the timing was quote unquote off. And this has a lot to do with karma and justice, like working out in your favor. Okay. Let me go ahead and shuffle and see. Yeah, I want to do this deck right here. What is their message? What do they need to hear? This card. gratitude. That's literally, it's so funny that that's what came through, because literally that's what I was feeling. I really am getting a strong sense of gratitude when I'm channeling for you guys. It's like a feeling of like, oh, could it get any better? Like life feels really good. Like I feel really relaxed. I feel very comforted. I feel very at ease. I feel very in alignment. And that is such a good place to be in. So, my loves, this is your reading. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Also, do make sure that you check out Behati Love Notes. Again, it's my membership where I shuffle and pull for our collective there, especially if you know that you can benefit from channeled readings pretty consistently and astrology predictions to help you navigate through, honestly, some of the more turbulent times in history right now. So I'm sending you guys all of my love. Thank you so much for being here. Do make sure that you are subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Moving on to message number 2. My loves, if you chose the second message, this is your reading. This is what is coming down the pipeline for you in a good way or a bad way. Things that you can prepare for, protect yourself from, plan for, things to get excited for. The numbers that are coming through for you are 313, 373, 343, 333. This card just flipped over. I did see it. And this one. All right, let's go ahead and flip these cards over. We have 9 of Swords reversed. We have 10 of Swords. That's the one that I saw. And then we have 2 of Pentacles. This card was reversed, so I'm going to honor it, even though I feel like talking about it upright. First things first, you guys, it's really giving... with 10 of Swords, this is the card of ending, irreversible ending, which is a very good thing, because what I see here is the ending of something that's been creating a lot of anxiety, angst, nightmares, discontent within you, discomfort within you, mental anguish, sickness, ailments. Those are things, thank God, that they are passing. They are no longer. With 2 of Pentacles here reversed, this is the card of literally putting something down, separating yourself from something, choosing not to continue to juggle, to try to coexist, to try to make this work. This is the biggest blessing sometimes, is when you are given permission to be free of a situation, of a circumstance. If you are working towards a new beginning in your life, if you are working towards being open to a new chapter, if you are open to saying goodbye to something that has been like an itch, you know, that you just can't seem to resolve it, it finally feels like it honestly resolves itself, which is so interesting that I'm saying that, like the trash took itself out, you know. Let me go ahead and shuffle on this a little further. Clarify the 9 of Swords for me. It's so interesting that your number 2 was 333, because 333 is the number of, for me, it's the number of manifestation. It's when things literally come into alignment and are birthed into our lives. The next cards that you have to clarify the 9 of Swords reverse is the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Now that is very, very positive. It's very uplifting. The Ace of Cups is like, now that this situation is over, I feel safe and free to open my heart up to new love, to new experiences, to new adventures, to new chapters, to different aspects of myself that have been closed off for so long. The 4 of Wands is actually the card of coming together, alignment, and also doors open, portals open, twin flames coming together, soulmates meeting each other for the first time, or for the second time, or for the third time in their past, lives, and meeting again in this life. Without the karmic baggage, because I feel like someone here has learned a major lesson in their life, closed out, for a lot of you guys, like toxic chapters, toxic people, things that just don't feel good or don't serve you, you had the power to walk away. Or for someone here, you manifested something severing its tie with you, which is so powerful of you, to be honest. Because, and I just heard the words, like, I heard not affected, meaning like you could be more negatively, I don't want to say negatively affected, but you could be more impacted emotionally by this ending. But I think so many of you guys were ready for it. So many of you guys manifested it and are actually very excited to see what else is to come. Whatever this was, it's like skin. It's funny that I said an itch because I'm getting the image of like a snake, which is pretty typical and pretty cliche, but I'm here for it. A snake removing its skin, and how like itching, that scratch when you're in the process of like, okay, get it off of me. It keeps you up at night. It makes you uncomfortable. But as soon as that skin falls off, you're like, oh, I'm going to moisturize this. You know, this is good skin, you know. I'm not irritated by this anymore. So someone here definitely feels a sense of freedom and space and like nourishment too, because the Ace of Cups, Four of Wands. If this has something to do with relationships, this could be like, let's say you just got married, or this is the ending of the planning stages of getting a wedding together. And if you've ever planned your own wedding or worked with anybody to plan a wedding, at first it's exciting, but it's a lot of work. It's heavy, it's exhausting. You almost just can't wait for the big day, not even to get married, but just for all of the details and the stress of it all to be over, you know? So it doesn't have to be like a huge and like crazy ending. It's just kind of like, oh, thank God this is done. Thank God I'm closing out this chapter. For someone here, you are pivoting. You might have been balancing two jobs in order to make ends meet. A lot of people are doing that these days. And you'll find a job that is your purpose, your path, your passion, and it pays you enough and then some that you'll only do the one job and it pays your bills, and you just cannot wait to get started. You cannot wait to roll your sleeves up and do what you've been called to do. It feels really, really good. It feels really good. Clarify the Ten of Swords for me a little bit further. Yep, Seven of Pentacles. You guys have been working on this for a long time, and trying to figure out and plan, how can I make this happen? How can I help this along? And it's almost similar to the first message that I just channeled for, that it had a lot to do with karma and justice, meaning like very Wheel of Fortune energy, like in divine timing, it will come. When it's time, it will happen. And a lot of patience was required. Yeah, I just feel like someone here is getting to the point where, I don't know, what I just heard is the word like chosen, meaning like when you're in alignment with something or someone, it just naturally works. It comes together. So it's interesting that I said something might have like gotten rid of you. I don't want to say it like that, but like it's mutual. I feel like in this new space that you're in, it just feels like, my neighbor just waved at me. He's so funny. I feel like in this new space that you're in, you're going to be thriving a whole lot more. I'm almost getting, it's so funny, with the Four of Wands here and the Ace of Cups, like, I don't want to say, it's so interesting. I never really noticed this before, but I'm noticing this in your reading. The wands are around the tent, and my curiosity is like, who is in that tent? And I feel like before, whatever situation you were in, you may have needed to kind of like strategize and plan in order to outsmart, outwit, or to keep I don't say your guard up, but to have an answer, right? Like, be prepared in good ways and bad, right? Let's go back to the metaphor of like planning a wedding. So let's say if you're a wedding planner, yes, you know, okay, we're doing strawberry cheesecake for the as the cake. We're doing white candles, and the theme is cranberry red, cream colored white, and gold, which actually sounds really nice. But you also, as the wedding planner, are making steps to prepare for the fact that it is rumored that the mother-in-law on the fiance side, the husband side, the new husband, has an issue with the bride's aunt's son or daughter. So it's almost like she's preparing for, or the wedding planner is preparing for how we're going to make sure that that doesn't happen. Like they don't cross paths, right? So there's a lot of like planning stages that I'm seeing here in order to avoid conflict. In this new space, I feel like there's no conflict. I feel like it feels free, it feels aligned, it feels easy, it feels effortless. Let's see what the next card we have here. Okay, wow. 5 of Wands, I can't make this up. This is the card of competition. And this is exactly what it is that I'm talking about. And clarifying the 2 of Pentacles, this is what's being put down. This is that tension that when different personalities come together, they may clash. When different energies come together that doesn't fit, right? They clash. They don't necessarily like vibe well. They don't coexist very well. This is what's getting put down. So I do see a space of ease and effortlessness and openness. And like, we are all here for the same common goal, which is to celebrate true love, celebrating these 2 people coming together. I don't know why marriage, or the wedding, I should say, is the metaphor that's coming through. Someone here might actually be working on planning a wedding. But it honestly is the perfect metaphor, I feel, in order to explain this energy. Either way, something that you were working on that was very intricate and interwoven is coming to an end, coming to a close, and there is a new beginning, a new chapter unfolding, thankfully, shortly after, like simultaneously. So I love that. Also, Spirit has actually kind of just told me, I just downloaded this idea of when I started this reading of like pick a card, what's to come. The reason why fate and karma is coming through so loud is because there are things that have a lot to do with like divine timing that don't happen because we willed them to or we wish them to. It's just time. And that's really essentially what this reading is what is karmically and Wheel of Fortune. I don't know a better way of saying that. So Spirit, if you could inspire me, that would be great. But yeah, what is divinely or fated to happen in your life next? Let's go ahead and flip this last card over. Ooh, self-sufficiency. Interesting. Okay, self-sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source. I'm willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. Honestly, you guys, I feel like the reason why things are flowing together so easy and effortlessly, even when it comes to endings and things that were giving you angst and anxiety, is because you committed to relying on the divine, or you committed to relying on your fate. Like relying on your faith, and that's what changed your fate. So for someone here, if you are struggling with something that's giving you a lot of anxiety or ending something, a cycle, in order to help you through this of what is to come, what is fated to come, give it all to the divine. You are not alone when you allow the divine, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, to step forward and to give all that they are so excellently wired to give to you now in this moment.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi, how was your nappy? You're so precious. Yes. You want to keep sleeping?
Sorry guys, my little one is on my chest and her eyes just fluttered open.
Good morning. I love you.
Yes, good night. All right, my loves. So that is your reading, message number 2. Again, if you love channeled messages, this is what I do for a living. I've been doing it ever since I was a little. Yes. And I invite you to join me in Behati Love Notes, which is similar to Patreon. I'm channeling and shuffling for the collective there, as well as pulling charts for them. The links for that will be down below. Do make sure that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel, because there's plenty more videos where this came from. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye. If you chose the 3rd message, this is what is coming your way, what is headed your way. Do know that my little one just woke up. She is strapped to my chest. I'm baby wearing at the moment. So if you hear any grunting, farting, cooing, laughing, squealing, it is her. The number that's coming forward for you is 444. I love that. It's giving security and stability. Oh, excuse you. Big burps. Tiny bubbles. Belly bubbles. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip this first card over. Oh my God. This is crazy, the Justice card, because you wouldn't know this if you didn't listen to the other readings, but it's been looming, the Justice card. So interesting. So, of course, it's finally here. 5 of Pentacles. Interesting, 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 interesting. 4 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit, go ahead and clarify for me, please, the King of Pentacles. Please, please. Oop, this card wants to be out. Wow, this has been showing up a lot lately. 2 of Pentacles. Please clarify the 4 of Cups. The 10 of Cups reversed. Please clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Some of you guys that know tarot are just like, ugh, I can't. The Queen of Pentacles. Please clarify the Justice card. We have 2 cards here. 8 of Wands reversed and the 6 of Cups. So right away, if you are studying tarot, or if you love tarot, if you've been shuffling tarot all your life like me, you might be looking at this and being like, ooh, this doesn't look good. But it's kind of crazy because I feel nothing but warmth from this reading. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, guys, I'm getting, what is coming for you is contentment.
Yes.
That's my little one. What's coming for, ooh, and the number 222 just happened to be on the clock. Yeah, what's coming for you is contentment. What's coming for you is a need to not rush through life, a need to want to slow down. It feels like it's worth it for you to slow down. If you were someone who is normally moving quickly or has a lot of goals or a lot of responsibilities, this is like when you get off the plane and you get to the hotel and you've unpacked your bags and you slide on the slippers that they give to you, and someone is pouring you some tea and you're just like, oh, I've made it. That's what this is giving. With the 5 of Pentacles, because I know some of you guys' eyes are drawn to that space, and even the 4 of Cups, with these cards coming together, it feels like this is where you're filling your cup up. With the 4 of Cups, this energy is, I don't want for anything right now. All of my needs are being met. I couldn't ask for more for myself or the situation. The 6 of Cups, well, the 8 of Wands reverse and the 6 of Cups is like the first moments where you start to intentionally slow down and begin to observe. You begin to balance your life out. It feels, hi. Okay, you guys are gonna hear her talk. I'm not gonna, yes, yes. Anytime when I'm talking, she's like, oh, we're chit-chatting, it's girl time, tarot time. I've got something to say to you. Yes, you wanna tell them? Yes. She's so cute. She's smiling so big right now. She just learned that her voice can go woo. Yes, she's still smiling. Yeah, so with the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups, this is someone who is getting off the plane, getting off the train, slowing life down, and giving a big hug. Have you guys ever been to Hawaii? When I went, one of the first things that they did was they put a lei over our necks as soon as we got off the plane. And this Six of Cups is going to a space, especially with Justice cards, the Justice card here, the Six of Cups is going to a space where you are warmly hugged and received as soon as you show up for the invitation, as soon as you show up, right? The Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is going to a space where, for some of you, you're getting like a deep discount. That's so specific, but you're getting a deep discount on something. You're getting a sale on something. You're getting something more for less. For some of you guys, this is giving like vacation, to be honest with you, but it's like slowing, like you intentionally slowing life down so that you can enjoy the moment, and there's no need or no desire to run out and fix it. You're content. Yes. Are you content? Yes, you're so content. It's so funny because I want you guys to see, oh, the blue jay just came up. Can you say something else outside of that? With the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups, reversed or upright, right? Because the Ten of Cups tends to be happy regardless. But with the Four of Cups, it's almost like the Four of Cups is a card of like, I could use more, like I could go for more. Look at this little bird. Sorry, you guys' reading is full of distractions. All good distractions though. Yes. The Four of Cups is the card of I could go for more. Like anything that you're offering me, I don't say yes to it because I'm bored or because I'm content. The Ten of Cups is, to me, is the card of I couldn't ask for more. My cup is beyond filled. That's why I'm saying no to more of whatever, because I'm good. I feel good. I feel relaxed right now. With the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, this feels stable. This feels like practical. This feels realistic. It's like someone saying, walking in and being like, yes, this is someone walking in and being like, this I can do. Yes. Girl, you're gonna scare our friends away. Maybe you make your little squeals and your happy laughs instead of sounding like the Babadook. She's so funny. Oh, look, we have two doves. Let's see if I can show you. Look at them. If you guys aren't new to if you guys are new to my YouTube channel and you're like, wow, she gets distracted really easily and she brought a baby into the mix. Yup. This is who I am. This is the vibe. Anyway, with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles here, I honestly just feel like this is another reassuring message that's like, this is what I needed. This is what I look like. I love how this couldn't be any more better balance between the Two of Pentacles and the Justice card, who is also balancing. Everything here is balanced itself. Where we have the Five of Pentacles, which is showing, glass half empty or glass half full, or needing something. We have the Queen of Pentacles being like, this is not me in a space of drought. This is me in a space of, I'm holding on to my coin, and a little goes a long way for me. Like, something is paving the way for me. Something is balancing things out for me. This I can handle. This I can do, instead of it being too much. For someone here, I'm almost getting like a job or something that you do here gives you more than you give to it, and you just are more relaxed. But for the majority of you guys, I do see something similar to a vacation or life kind of easing up and you being like, I don't need to ask for anything more than what it is that I have right now because I'm being deeply provided for in all the different ways. So let me go ahead and flip this card over. Aubrey, do you want to read this? It says, true offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan. That right there. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. And that's what it is that I really feel. And I love that that's the card that you guys got, is it just feels like you don't need for anything. When they say true offering, this is like, if you want it, you can have it. You could take it, it's yours. Like, I trust in the next steps. I trust that the way will be shown. I don't need to have like formulate a plan. I'm content. I feel safe. I feel supported. Even the spots that are quote unquote lack, like they're not really lacking. They feel full of emotion. They feel full of contentment and peace and warmth. Like I really am getting a strong feeling here of warmth. So I hope that this made sense. Sorry guys for the distractions, but also I love these types of distractions. I love the birds. I love the animals. I love the baby. I love the wind. I love the candle. They're still sitting with us, taking their time. They too want for nothing. They are just vibing with us, which I love. Yeah, if you would like to join me for more further intuitive downloads and messages. Oh, I just saw 11:11 on the clock. Also, let me say to you that this reading got the most synchronized numbers. Like you got 11:11, you got 1:11, you got 2:22, and 4:44. But if you would like to join me for more intuitive readings in the future, for the collective, that Behati Love Notes is definitely something that is offered to you. Speaking of true offerings, I'll leave you the links down below. It's very similar to a Patreon. I'm just shuffling and pulling for the collective there. Tarot, but I also pull charts for them and write handwritten horoscopes, astrology readings for them every single day except for Sunday. So the links for that will be down below. Until then, thank you guys so much for spending time with me, for allowing me to, look at them. They're so cute. For allowing me to shuffle and pull for you, connect with your energy. And to my little daughter, who is very vocal and now quiet, thank you for giving us your 2 cents. Thank you for making us laugh. And thank you for sharing with us your wisdom. Actually, I kind of want to shuffle and pull and see what else you guys have from this deck. Passage, yep. Passage is like moving from one thing to the next, and that's exactly what, oh, you guys can't see because it's still aimed at the birds. Yeah, so passage is right here. It's moving from one thing to the next. And that's what it is that I'm seeing. Like, it is giving someone going on a trip, and while they're on the, like, as soon as they get to their destination, they're getting comfortable. They're having coffee and tea poured for them, and they're off their phone. They're not distracted by things. They're just happy. Like, they don't need anything more than what it is that they've got. Okay? So, that's what's coming down the pipeline for you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Please make sure that you're subscribed to this YouTube channel, because there's plenty more videos where this came from, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Say bye, birdies. Bye.